of language, and how frustrating sometimes language can be, and how important it is to get to the good stuff. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, there's so many times when we're like, oh my God, I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have known that. I mean, I didn't even know that was part, that could have been part of the conversation. Oh, we got Rhonda coming on. We got Casey Harden, who I talked to earlier today. This is good. So guys, what we have to do is we've got to become more intentional with our language. So what we're going to talk about today is a magical thing. And this is not manipulation. Remember, we're not salesy people. What this is this is what gets conversations better. Use them with your partners, use them with your kids, use them when you're trying to get things going. They're called embedded commands. And so often we don't do them. Have you ever walked away from a conversation and kind of been like, where did that even go? You know, and I've done it, you know, like you get on a call and you're talking to somebody and you're like, man, that conversation went nowhere. Like that, they were just like going, yeah, whatever. And I was like telling them stuff. They didn't even pay attention to me. And you're like, that's a bummer. It's probably because we weren't guiding the conversation. Now, we remember from what we learned in the building the story brand, we need to be the guide when we're in conversations, and we have to have the mindset that we're going to move people forward. So yesterday, 5:30 a.m., I'm getting into an Uber, and it's an exactly 15-minute drive from my house to the airport. The Uber pulls up. It's a Tesla with a middle-aged guy who's dressed beautifully. Like, I mean, like he looks like he's getting ready for a court date or something. And I get in, and the car's beautiful. And I'm like, hey, man, how's it going? And we start talking a little bit. And I just said, hey, listen, do you mind if I just say something? What's your story? Why, you know, I mean, you're driving this, it's 5:30 a.m. You don't look like the typical 5:30 a.m. Uber driver in a Tesla. Well, he goes on to start telling me everything about his kids, and he's struggling to tell me all the stuff. And I'm like, you know, he's like, well, my son's over at UCSD, and you know, he's into this thing and he's doing that. And I'm like, oh my God, the time's ticking, and he's not answering the question that I asked him. I asked him what his story was, and I knew there was something there that was fascinating. And so finally, like, we get a couple minutes in, and I'm like, hey, you know, I love that. And I'm sure after I hear your story, I'm going to have a better understanding of your family. And he's like, yeah. I'm an architect. Yeah, I'm an architect. And I also invest in properties. And I'm like, why Uber? He's like, you know, my son was doing it, and I can't stop. And I said, hey, this might be something I can even earn a little bit of money and you know, pay some bills and do that. I always like to be doing. And I'm like, dude, you're my kind of guy. Like you're nonstop. You're 5:30 in the morning. You're out picking people up, and you're an architect for Starbucks, and you live in Coronado, and your wife's a doctor. You're not the typical Uber driver. Like, this is amazing that's you. Now, if I didn't pattern interrupt him when he was talking about his kids, I would have gotten to the airport and not even be able to get that little nugget from him of how incredible this guy is. His mindset is always be doing something, always be generating income, always be active. It doesn't matter what time of day it is, I got to be doing something. So the embedded command was, hey, I appreciate I start off with, I appreciate the story of your kids, but when I hear your story, I'm sure I'm going to understand them better. So I stopped him to say, I want to hear your story. That was the embedded command. Now, we use embedded commands all the time, especially at XND. Casey, a great one is somebody's talking about XND 63, you know, and you're working to get them into XND 63. Oh man, that would be awesome. I really would like to get into that program. You know, I've never been able to commit to those things. And then you need to stop them and say, hey, Casey, you know what? What's it going to feel like when you finish the program and you've hit your goal, whatever that goal is for you? Casey, what was the embedded command?
For them to to actually finish the program, not just start it, but to finish it.
And to think about what it's going to feel like too. You're right. You're totally right. But instead of them just going on, hey, no, let's get back to what's that going to feel like? Now I've just changed the pattern of the conversation. They got to stop just like procrastinating and say, oh, yeah, that would feel really good to do that. Then you would say an embedded command like, hey, you're probably like me. You know, making the decision is the hardest part of the process. So what do you say we get started? So now you've just given another embedded command, making the decision. I did something else there that was really good. I asked them, said that you're probably like me. So I made them feel like we have something in common and that they belong. But I'm asking them to make a decision. We do this all the time, Nathan, when we say to somebody, as somebody's interested in going into XND, and we can say something like, Nate, I know you're ready for the program. Hey, listen, when you go to xnd.com, when you go to the page, you're going to go under membership, and that's going to take you to where you're going to click on enroll now. And guess what, Nate? When you enroll, the free shipping and the 25% off are immediately in play. I gave you a couple of embedded commands, Nate. What did I tell you to do?
You told me, first of all, to go and head to the website and click on the membership. You told me, and you led me on with the benefits that immediately impact my ability to order, and you showed the value to me right off the bat of the membership.
So instead of me, because that conversation could go two ways, and I hate when I have people, like I stop salespeople, even waitresses and waiters or bartenders. It's like, get me going. Like tell me what to do. I could be like, Nate, oh no, XND is awesome, man. You should check it out sometime. Oh God, I'm so happy with the program, man. I'm feeling better than ever. Hey, listen, it's been great chatting with you. Sometime we got to get together. So many conversations go on like that throughout the day. I do it. And you do it when you just don't want to, somebody calls you and you just don't want to commit to them. Oh yeah, awesome. No, that sounds cool. Hey, I'm kind of interested in that. Well, maybe later I could think about that. Okay, great. If we take control of the conversations, and taking control of the conversation doesn't necessarily mean, and this is the Jedi mind trick, it doesn't necessarily mean that I always have to say, hey, when you go to the website, you're going to click on memberships, and then you're going to get into the free shipping and all that. That's a great embedded command. Hey, when you log in, into my link, you're going to be able to start ordering the incredible product and transforming your life. Those are very direct embedded commands. Embedded commands can also be where we get them to start thinking a different way. If you have people that procrastinate, you need them to start thinking about the future. If you have somebody that says, well, I don't know if I really want to do XND 63. Hey, listen, I'm not really sure. God, I just don't know if it's for me. I'm not really good with programs. Listen, Erica, I completely get it. You got a lot going on. Listen, when you order your first pack and you put it on auto replenish, that's going to make it simple. It's going to show up and it's going to be there for you, and you're going to have the supplements and you're going to be in the program to get moving. They're going to organize that for you. The embedded command is, hey, when you order the pack, put it on auto replenish. You got a lot going on. You're not going to have to worry about that. So we're going to practice this with embedded commands, and I'm going to give you guys scenarios. And I'll start off with the scenarios, and I'll start, give you an example. But what I want you guys to think about is, guys, the power of being a guide, it's very simple. It's taking people and letting them know that there's a process. And they might say, you know what, Eric, I appreciate it, but I'm not going to do it. Great. That's totally fine. Hey, listen, I'm so thankful that we stay connected. When you're ready to commit to a personal goal, please let you know, I want to be your guide. I want to be there to help you out. It's okay to hear no. In fact, I love hearing no, because that gives you something to go off of. What I don't want to ever hear is, I don't know, maybe not, I'm not sure. Those are when we really got to dig in. So I'm going to get started with Erica. Erica, you are going to be my friend. my client, I want to get you into XND 63. All I want you to do is give me some, resistance. Okay. And, we hang out at the gym. I have a little bit of background with you. We have rapport. We got to remember, we're going to have rapport with people when we're talking to them about these things. And I'm just going to say, I'm going to get started. Hey, Erica, I know it's only October, but listen, I want to let you know, January 9th, we are kicking off this program that is a transformational for any of your health goals. And man, I know you've been interested in the XND and you like the focus. It's a great way for you to get into the community. Just going to throw that little bug in your ear.
January 9th, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, January 9th? What's your goal for the new year? I know that we've been talking about a couple different things. We've been talking about going out and doing some longer runs and maybe dropping a couple pounds. What's your plan for 2023?
Yeah, definitely want to be getting leaner and yeah, I want to participate in some events for sure. Yeah, those are definitely part of my goals.
Erica, that's why I dig hanging out with you. By the way, I really do enjoy our time together. Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you what, when you go to the xnd.com site, why don't you take a look at all of the products that we have? I've given you the focus. And when you go there, take a look at one part of it. Take a look at the membership and click on that and just take a look at all the perks that you get with the membership. And then let's talk a little bit more about it. This program, when you commit to it, is going to be a great community of like-minded people like us. Does that make sense?
Sure does.
Okay, Crystal, what embedded commands did you pick up? I'm sorry if I caught you off guard.
When you do this, when you go to the website, that was the one that I picked up.
And look, she could have said, you know what, I appreciate you, but no, I'm not really interested in it. And I could still give an embedded command. Totally get it. But if you have some free time, go to our website, that link that I gave you, and take a look at the programs that we have and the products that we have. And hey, you know what? If you have any questions, pick up the phone and call me. That's a very basic way for me to say, I hear your no pressure, but go to the website and then ask me some questions down the road.
I like you mentioned the perks too, not just like look at the products. You're like, if you have some time, go to the website and look at the products and the perks. Because I feel like the word perks can get people's attention. Like, I wonder what those are.
Well, and literally when you relate it to, hey, like the Amazon shipping, Prime shipping gets into action, 25% discount starts immediately. Those are impactful things. And we're not selling freaking nail clippers, guys. We're selling great products. These are really good products, So Casey, let's just really quickly just do one more, and then I'm gonna reverse it, and you guys are gonna role play with me. So Casey, let's do one about building our downline. Okay. So I've been working with you. I've been giving you and sampling product with you. And we have rapport. Remember, guys, these are the conversations. These are the people in your iPhone. These are the people that you hang out with that you want to move forward. So now I'm going to be saying, Casey, so I'm going to jump right into it, Casey, and there's no wrong answers or anything. So let's just roll with this. Hey, Casey, you know what? I know I've been talking about XND and I know you like the product. You were telling me how much you're enjoying the product. Hey, listen, there's a lot of different ways to get engaged with our company. And man, I would really love for you to be a part of my world, like I've told you, and really tap into all the opportunities with Xendurance.
Yeah, man. Am I supposed to be giving you resistance here?
Yeah, give me some vagueness,
Yeah, dude, that's that's really cool. Lots of opportunities. Excellent.
Yeah, so listen, I hear.
No, I mean, I like the products. Yeah, you're right. I like the products. They're all right. I mean, they taste good and stuff. So,
So Casey, I know that you're a lot like me. We're both into constantly being a better version of ourselves. Isn't that right?
Oh, yeah. You know me. I always want to do better.
I know. And that's why when we started like 6 months ago, working out together and me bringing in the product, I'm like, you know, I felt this is somebody that I could really work with. Do you ever feel that way?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Listen, I love being your accountability partner. And I'm going to tell you what, do me a favor and just go to the website. And if you click on the website, I want you to go just to, if you go under memberships, I just want to see the perks of just being a team member so that you get the advantage of 25% off and Amazon Prime free shipping. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That's cool.
Okay, now, did I push her and say that she's got to join an MLM and she's got to come under my thing and she's got to build out and do all that? Or did I just tell her the very basics that she needs? Because I'm looking at her body language, I'm listening to her conversation, and does it sound like she's really ready to jump on board? Is she raising her hand? No, I don't want to turn her into a negative relationship. I do want to get her into my team, like get her into my, as a team member, and get the perks of the product and of the Prime shipping, you know, the free shipping. That was the embedded command. Do we need to go any further right now? No, it would probably be uncomfortable. She's like, oh yeah, no, I dig the product. I'm whatever. You got to read the room. You got to build your rapport. If she was saying to me, man, I love this product. I want more. In fact, I want a lot more. Like I got to figure this thing out. Now we're moving. Hey, tell me, what does that mean more? Like how much more product do you need? Hey, tell me, what's the biggest challenge keeping you from joining right now? Oh man, it's just financials. Okay, awesome. Let me just explain the 3 ways that you could be a part of our community. No pressure, but let me at least explain them to you. Would that work for you? And did you notice that I got her into rapport when I said, hey, you're a lot like me, and wouldn't it be great to be in business together? She's like, oh yeah, oh no, that's cool. You want to get to those yeses. All right, so we're going to flip it back and we're going to do some role play. I'll be the friend, the client, and I want you to give me some embedded commands that are going to make me either think differently or move towards some action. Okay, there's no wrong, no pressure. Let's just get into it. Erica, you ready to rock and roll?
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
All right, Erica, you and I, we're in a, I love Portland, and I love when I worked up there going for runs. It's just gorgeous along the river and everything. So you and I are part of a running club, and we have rapport. We know a lot about each other. I'm loving the product. I'm an active-minded person. I want you to talk to me a little bit about XND 63. And at least get me thinking about the program. It's October, okay?
Well, that might be a little tough because I'm a little rusty on my XND 63.
So listen, it's just a program that's 63 days that people get into, very easy to get into, no true obligation. And what we're going to want to do is get people on and actually have people using the product for 63 days to improve their personal, whatever personal health goal they have.
Right. You're jogging my memory because it's like kind of like how the In Motion was back in the day, but it's a little bit more time commitment, right? Yeah.
And time, it's a community of people that are going to encourage each other and support each other with a lot of perks throughout it. That's going to get 2023 started off on the right foot.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So Sean, how's your runs been going?
My God, I'm telling you, I'm feeling so good. And I got to tell you, I had some of that focus this morning. I can't get over. I'm drinking less coffee. I absolutely love that product and the Fuel 5. It's really good.
I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that. Hey, listen, I don't know if you heard about this this thing that we're doing with XND, XND 63. Have you heard of it?
No, I know Xendurance. You've talked about Xendurance before, but I did not know about that.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool program that we have, where we have a community of people who are setting some goals and getting involved with our community. Does that sound like something that you are interested in?
I'm always interested. You know me. I'm always interested in being a better version of myself. So, you know, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, I think it might be right up your alley considering you're loving the focus so much. And there's a couple other products I'd be more than happy to tell you about at some point that maybe might help you to hit some of your goals coming up for the little stretch and yeah,
No, you're doing great. Eric, I'm going to give you a couple of great tips. And
Yeah.
I just want you to know the greatness that you have. That was very good. You were really rocking it. The one thing that we want to do is as we start to talk to people about moving them forward, when we're fumbling, and I fumble all the time, when we're trying to get the conversation going, keep on complimenting and aligning yourself with people. You know what? You are a lot like me, Sean. You know what? I that's what I love, is that we're out here running. We both have like-minded goals. So wouldn't you agree? Then I'm like, yeah, totally. Erica, yeah, you know what? I do feel that bond. You know, we see each other every Saturday on these runs, and we have a bond. Then be saying, like, you know what? I know that you're focused on your health, right? And then let me answer that question. Yeah, I totally am. Hey, there's a program starting in January that I'm really excited about, and it's perfect for someone like you. I'm going to give you information on how we can go through a 63-day transformation, and your goal could be mental health. It could be physical health. It could be weight loss. It can be endurance. And you can join a community of people like us. Would that work for you? Now, when you say, would that work for you? And I start saying yes. Okay, now I'm moving forward on that, you know, and that's all you're saying is, would that work for you? Hey, listen, I would love to, let's go get a cup of coffee, and I want to show you on my phone the website, what it's like, what XND 63 is all about, and where these great products come from. Could we do that? Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm like-minded like you, and I'm like-minded like the community that you want to put in there. So let's kind of build that rapport right away, like that instead of us moving people into, hey, you got to come get into this program, establish the fact that you're going to, this person is like you. This is someone that you want in your community, and they're already thinking the same way that we are, and get me saying yes to a lot of things. Okay. Let's try it one more time with you, and then let's just back up and start off with building the rapport. We both show up and run. I love the products. You love the products. So we're at that. We're right there. There's a little sushi bar right by the Residence Inn and everything. I know that area very well on the river. So great run, Erica. Man, you're killing it out there.
Oh, Sean, you're killing it too. Hey Sean, are you going to be doing any events coming up? Any runs coming up soon?
You know, I'm just getting ready for the holidays, and I mean, I can't believe that thing. I got to go put out my Halloween decorations, and then time's going to fly by. I've got a great Thanksgiving planned, and then we're jumping right in with the kiddos with Christmas. So, you know, I have nothing on the docket right now, nothing on the calendar.
Well, I don't know about you, but I got myself signed up for that turkey trot and this other thing, XND 63. If you're like me, you know, we got to be marching towards our goals for the new year. Yeah, I think you'd really dig it. I think you'd really dig the XND 63. Do you want to sign up for the turkey trot?
You know, I can't. I gotta have so many people in town, and I mean, I'm kind of the host, so I got everybody coming in. But then I love the XND product. What's the, I don't understand. What's the 63? That's interesting. What is that?
Would you be open to me sending you some information about it?
Absolutely. No,
Yeah.
I mean, I now you got me feeling guilty, because instead of going on the turkey trot, I'm going to be stuffing my face with carbs and probably drinking a lot of alcohol and watching football. So yeah, I would love to get some information.
Yeah, I think it would be cool if we could, you know, be accountability buddies and set ourselves up with some goals headed towards the new year. And I think this is a good thing that we could check out together.
Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. Raise your hand if you felt that second conversation went a whole lot better. And it was super simple, Erica, what you did. You just slid in there some just very, it's not like, we're not like robots, guys. We're like, oh, hey, Erica, listen to this. You're a lot like me. You just threw in there, oh yeah, no, that's awesome. You know what? You're a lot like me, you know. You love doing that. I love how you threw that. Yeah, like you gonna go to the turkey trot? No, I'm not gonna go. And I'm gonna do this XND 63. Are you gonna sign up for the turkey trot? No, I'm not gonna. God, I'm not gonna do that. You know. And now you've got me moving forward. So all you did was you built rapport, and then you started to say, hey, can I send you over some information? Okay. You're moving me forward and I'm agreeing to it. Yeah, absolutely. You could do that. In fact, you created a little sense, even in my mind, I'm like, hey, Erica's running the turkey trot. I can't run the turkey trot. She's already going to be healthier than me. You know, you created that because I'm a competitive person. So that was brilliant. You did a really, really good job. Remember that. Remember this conversation. Building rapport with people is just being yourself, Erica. And you've got great communication skills. You just nailed that. All right, guys, we're coming towards the end of the hour and I got another meeting starting a little bit, but this is what I want you to be thinking about. And I'll get you guys, by the end of the month, we'll have out some examples of embedded commands and anything that we covered on this call. But I want you to think about how we move people forward. We could get into a lot of really good conversations. And I remember I used to work with people and people would say to me, oh my God, Sean, I've been killing it. I've gotten into so many great conversations. And then I turn around and say, how many clients did you get? Oh, well, Nate said, I think I felt good. Nate might be coming on board, in a couple of weeks. And this is other gal that I think was really, really moving forward. I'm like, you're not moving people forward. You're having conversations with people and they're not going anywhere. So you need to direct the conversation. And if it's somebody that you're really close to, you could be very direct. Hey, Nate, you know what? I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I can't wait to get with you and start building not only your health goals, but your financial goals. Would that work for you? Boom. Boom. Nate's like, damn, that's what I'm waiting to hear. I want somebody that wants to build my health. That's direct. When it's somebody that's hesitating, you know what? You're a lot like me. And I feel it. You really care about your health and you really set a high standard for yourself. Does that sound right? Who would say, no, that's not me. No, yeah, I do. I totally do. And we're going to move them forward. Listen, I want you to go to the site, click on membership. And I want you to take a look at the perks and listen, click on the membership and sign up. And then all of the 25% off is in play and your free shipping, Amazon Prime shipping. Would that work for you? No, that sounds pretty good. Guys, we got to keep on working on moving people forward. Get impactful with your language. This works with your kids too. When your kids don't want to do something, you say, hey, listen, Penelope, listen, I love you. And when you finish the project I gave you, we're going to be able to go out and do everything that you want to do. The embedded command is finish the project I gave you, and then we're going to move on. State what you want the people to do, and your world will change because they will follow you. We have a subconscious and a conscious mind. They both work together, and they both need guidance. Okay? All right, guys. Have an incredible day. Thank you so much. Casey, I'm going to reach out to you. Erica, we'll get some time scheduled. Let's go build businesses and make money, okay? All right. Talk to you soon.